3, 2, 1. Yo, it's your boys from Better Things to Do. Welcome back to another episode. Let me introduce you guys, the boys, today on the red corner. What did I call you? Okay. His dance moves are so bad when he's on beat. They call it the Miracle Whip, aka your boy Noah. He on the blue corner. He's more.
Get to the job.
On the blue corner, he's more whipped. It's a miracle he's even here. It's your boy Jack.
Is that because I'm married? Is that a shot? Is that a shot at my adult life?
Reffing this fight, he's wider than the jar of Miracle Whip. It's your boy Yuli.
I like.
If you could tell, that this
I
was
like the
themed.
miracle. The sponsored by Miracle Whip.
Sponsored by Miracle Whip. Because I was listening to that Kanye song. I forget the something Miracle Whip. I forget what it is.
Something Miracle
what
Whip.
is it? What's the song?
You take my money.
It's not that one.
That's the whip song, no?
Well, that was bars, eh? Now that I'm thinking about it. Bars.
But the only part the only gripe I have is you say on the red corner instead of in the red corner.
Oh.
Because they're not standing on the corner.
They're in the corner. And you were saying on the blue corner, and I was just like,
in this type of.
it was a very that hurted kind of moment. Like the English was not correct. I knew what you meant, but the English wasn't correct.
But yeah, dude, it had a theme, dude. I worked really hard on these nicknames, and just expect even more nicknames if you get roasted. I'm not trying to roast. It was just, what can I say about, how can I relate Miracle Whip to these guys? Like, you actually are on beat. If anyone, you're the most on beat from us, but your whips, they be kind of.
Well, I don't whip anyway, so I more ironically whip
Right.
because I know I do not nanny, but I enjoy the cringe whip circles.
Yes.
So I work. I'll do a really cringy whip because I showed my manager.
Yeah.
And she hates me because I showed it to her. So anytime like we get good news, I'll be like.
And it's that fine of the white guy.
Yeah. Cringe city.
We love you, white folks, but God,
I know I came out a little clarito and stuff, but like I can still like. It's not hard to be on beat. You just gotta listen to it.
you just gotta be on beat.
You gotta be on beat. You gotta be on beat and listen.
On
To
beat.
it. But speaking of cringe and being on beat,
Well, you can probably say cringe.
cringe.
Yeah.
It was cringe.
If it's what I think you're gonna say, then yes. What were you gonna say?
I guess was it cringe? Our professional careers being what would you call this profession? A student?
A student of life.
Of life, of love, of education.
I'm still trying to figure out where you're going with this.
Yeah. There's gotta be a punchline to all this.
There's a big transition coming in. We're transitioning into the topic of.
I'm still at a loss.
I guess speaking of cringes is kind of
Okay, let's go with that. Speaking of cringes,
speaking of cringes, how cringy was it being?
how cringy is this delivery? Pretty cringy.
Pretty cringy. See, it all comes full circle. But no, we for today's like podcast, we kind of just want to give it like a big throwback whip to like our careers, life throughout our high school careers.
Can you run that back? And can you use that in a sentence?
Can I get the?
What is the place of origin?
But yeah, just like talking about like what we did through high school, kind of like what was the whole during that like our
What
high
was the
school,
vibes?
the vibes through like high school or just like that era.
Button
So,
ups
like,
and cargo pants.
yeah,
or
so
cargo
like
shorts.
so just to kind of put it into like a timeline, like you guys, since you guys are the same age, same year, you
That's
guys.
correct.
Your freshman year, what was that year?
Freshman year. Was that Rebecca Black?
Yes.
Was that Friday?
It was. It was
Friday.
Rebecca Black and the birth of memes.
Right.
That's right. That's when they had the faces.
Memes.
Yes.
That's when nobody knew how to say it.
Yes.
When they were like, it was memes or memes.
Right.
That was the debate. And
And
little did everyone know that it was
memes.
neither.
Everyone was like, "What?"
It's memes. I don't know where the official where officially
Who
someone
gave it-
someone stated it's memes.
They're like,
But
at the
everyone-
council. They're
yeah.
like, yes, on this day of whatever, it will be officially be pronounced as.
It was at the UN. The United Nations were all like,
Yeah, there's kids dying in Africa, and there's a lot of poverty in the world.
see, but that's all negative. Memes are positive.
Memes.
Yes, we need to figure it
Memes.
out.
What are memes? This is what we brought you in today.
It's like a PowerPoint presentation. It's just like this big ass MEMES. It is pronounced memes. Everybody just starts like freaking out, like the stock market crashes, and because everyone was either memes or memes.
Yeah.
It's neither. Everybody's buying meme stock.
They're like, my whole life was a lie.
Yeah, dude.
See, like when I hear memes, like the word memes, I think MEEMS.
Yes.
Memes, like
Yes.
that, or maybe like
Yeah, if you were writing it in English.
yes, like a ME, or maybe one of the E's with a little line on top of it. Memes, like that extended E. Never meme.
But they maybe,
But in English, in Spanish, you say meme.
Yes.
They'll say memes.
Those
But what if for the memes?
What does memes even mean?
Oh,
I mean, we could look it up.
memes is a cultural behavior that is replicated through the use of what's that word? Mimicking. Something like that. Something along those lines.
You were close.
I remember, it's something about a behavior.
But is that what the word meme actually?
Yes.
Like, it's not a made up word. It's
No,
an actual word.
it's an actual word from a
now
long
they gave
time.
it a. Oh, look at meme. They even spell it how you
Yeah,
said.
see,
with the long-
that's with
But
the
that's how
little-
you pronounce it. Wait.
it's
It's the phonetic.
I forget that's the thing. Sorry, that was really loud.
an element of a culture or system of behavior that may be considered to be passed from one individual to another by a non-genetic means, especially imitation. There you go, imitation. So it's like
Like meme. crap?
being an alcoholic might be genetic, but memes are not. Memes are like here I will present you with this picture, and then you would present two more pictures. It's like a pyramid scheme, really. At the end of the day, memes are really they're big ass pyramid schemes. One person creates it.
And it spreads.
That's
Spreads
true,
like
because
a
like
wildfire.
All you can do is just have one picture, and everyone puts a specific joke to that.
Yes.
yeah,
picture.
because it like you can relate that joke to either a specific like type of person or moment or situation,
a hobby, maybe
a
like
hobby. Yeah. So like it's basically just kind of like giving that picture a definition, and then everyone knows it. Like, okay, if we show like this picture of the little kid, so you're telling me. So even if it didn't have the captions and it just had that picture, like we will always relate it to like whatever that kid is doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm honestly memes have always been a thing, because it's like how we bully each other amongst
It's just like insiders.
yes, it's like insiders, but this is more like an internet. Anyone
Insider.
can be a part of it
True.
if you understand it. But
It's a language.
Yeah, it almost is. Yeah.
Really
And
intellectual.
I'm very glad to be like in this time of memes, to have been growing up with memes in high school, because memes are just so good. Like you can go hours just scrolling on your phone through memes, and like I mean, you'll get tired.
And they're created like literally every day. Like
But
something.
memes have changed from what
True.
they used to be,
True.
or at least when the term meme began.
Yes,
I guess.
So
Or when
let's-
it was
let's-
mainstream. I
Let's
guess.
take it back.
Yeah.
So like 2010-ish, 2011.
It's all the faces.
It's all the faces. So then we
Like
had
the
like
troll face.
the troll, the me gusta.
Gusta was my I had a shirt with a big ass me gusta. People love that shirt. It was just it was like a big ass fucking ugly ass me gusta
Should we
face.
try to see like what is the me gusta face doing now in his days?
Fuck.
Like what is he up to now?
I like.
Like
I think on Facebook, no,
You gotta look
like
up-
if you,
Ah,
if you change the me gusta, if you change Facebook to Spanish instead of likes, it says me gusta.
Oh.
It's an actual thing.
So does anyone know where this, like, who
created?
Oh, well,
created
look
that?
up origin of me gusta.
This is why we keep you around.
Oh, you can also go on know your meme,
That's a thing.
and it's a dictionary for memes.
What?
It's like Urban Dictionary.
Oh wait, I remember this girl too.
See, there you go. Like,
That little girl. What? You guys know that?
You can't see that. The no face.
Oh wait, this one has like kind of a
that
lot
all
of
of them?
faces.
It has a lot of
Yeah,
them.
there's a lot of them.
watch.
The
just
why
go-
you know?
Why go? Why you know not?
Wait, out of this
I remember
picture,
that specific one.
because this is Magusta troll. That's the whatever. I don't know if that had a
The
name.
poker face.
This one.
Yeah. The lol.
What is
The
it?
cereal eating
Oh
one.
yeah, that one. Yeah. Who's a cat?
Well, watch. Go back to know your meme.
Know your memes.
Go scroll up and then click on all. And then
Know your
the
meme.
first thing was know your meme right there.
Magusta. Definition.
Oh.
If you see this image while browsing some dank memes, you have been visited by the petty
I
ghost
feel like
of
if
a...
you call it a dank meme, it's probably not dank.
Probably not dank.
Right?
It's like more like an ironic term.
No thanks.
Is it? Are the people able to see this?
They've just seen us. There you go, Jake.
Alright, Magusta is a rage comic face that is typically used to express one's approval of an awkward or perverse situation. The caption Magusta translates to I like it. In Spanish, in the beginning, the phrase conveyed an odd sense of pleasure in sexually perverse contexts, but the meaning has since broadened to describe a more general state of being disturbed and pleased at the same time.
Oh, so that's what that face is.
Oh, look, it even gives you the... What the frick is going on? So, status confirmed. All right. So, this is a legit meme. The type, it's a character. Okay.
It's a grass Pokemon.
The year 2010, the origin on 4chan. Dude, 4chan is one of those sites where...
4chan seems like the Wild West. Or at least
It is.
If I'm being honest, I've never like actually been on the website.
I've been
Like,
scared to go on.
Yeah, like I hear about 4chan a lot, and I've never like gone on it.
In high school, I lived in 4chan for a long time.
You could tell.
So
You can tell that you're a man of culture.
Look at the variations.
Me gustéis.
Me gustará.
yeah, I lived in 4chan and for a while and during high school and like during the times of like Live Leak when the very dark times for the internet.
See, the me gusta mucho was always a creepy ass word.
Me gusta mucho.
Ooh, it gives you so July-ish 2012 is when it was peak Me Gusta.
Oof.
It was P Gusta. People
Yeah, but that's crazy, dude.
and all these faces were hot shit.
Yeah.
That was like every meme was this.
If you like go on my Facebook and just scroll all the way down, you will see like
Yeah. And then can the website Can I Has Cheeseburger? They had all the templates for the memes, every single one of them, and it was funny because like you said, you could just create memes just for your own friends and send them in group chats.
true.
You had
there
was a meme creator app.
Yeah, it
You
was
can get an app.
It was the Can I Has Cheeseburger? It was that one.
Oh, okay. I didn't use that specific app. Like on my phone, like you can create your own memes. So I would either take memes that already existed because then from that it went to just kind of like these stock pictures,
True.
like the Bad Luck Brian or what's the scumbag one? What's his
Oh
name?
yeah, it's not Scumbag Steve, is it? No, I'm thinking of something
the
different.
my gird.
Oh, that was
The
a
my
good one.
gird.
How are you?
My gird. You
Sound it
uncultured
out.
swine.
No, it was with an E. It was always E.
It's always been an E. My gird. Losers.
I hate this picture so much.
But like how someone saw this specific picture and was like, my gird is what popped into their head.
True.
They probably thought of like the braces and like the shape she's making with her mouth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because the
I
memes
can
are
see
really
that.
like stereotypical. but they're also exaggerations of like those stereotypes.
Yeah.
Like you like my girl, you think of like a girl with braces, like kind of nerdy, crazy.
Or
and they're
the crazy girlfriend, the one that's just like,
yeah, look at that one.
she looked creepy though.
Yeah.
That one, right? Yeah, that one.
But she was like, it was a YouTube video, right? Like this.
I think so.
Wait, is that her? Oh wait, no, right.
Because I think she's cute in real life, but she looks real creepy in that picture. Yeah, she's very disturbing.
No. Bird.
Oh, the Grumpy Cat.
Grumpy Cat. I never thought Grumpy Cat was funny.
Yeah, it was just like
none of the Grumpy Cat memes ever got me.
Just what burster?
Cheers, Burster.
What did I just do?
Learn how to speak the language.
Sorry, dude. It's been a while. I haven't been keeping up or
The
practicing.
lurkers. Kerber bird. Oh, that feels weird to say.
Weirder spiders.
The oyster.
See, these were wholesome back in the day.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Gurgurts. Oh, that feels weird to say.
Oh my god, mashed potatoes.
You're so stupid.
What is it? Oh my god, a Berber.
Now you're just going
Like some of these are hard.
Oh, that template with the colored and then just like the face.
That was like the. Yes. Oh yes, dude.
That face. I never understood this background.
Yeah, it just.
What was the reason?
Go. Actually, I think. Can I has cheeseburger? Just look up that. Can I Haz? Yeah, Haz. Can I has cheese? Because I think they still make memes.
Yes, cheeseburger. The cheesy booger.
Cheeseburger.
Go on. Oh, yeah.
I can has cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Is there any bad stuff I need to worry about?
Let's hope not.
Hopefully not. You'll just blur it out. We got technology.
True. It's all about animals.
Oh wait, it's not this. This is not the website. Oh no, yeah, it is.
Where do I go? Oh, meme.
You're in the animal section.
Meme base.
There we go. Why did McDonald's go from a happy kid to a depressed adult? Actually, wait a second.
All the McDonald's look like that. What the fuck?
Yeah. What did I just do?
That's not the one you click on.
Sometimes I feel like the world is boring and mundane. Other times I remember Nicolas Cage has a metalhead son.
See, but I see Nicolas Cage as being a metalhead himself.
Yeah, and his son looks like what's Eugenio Derbez's version of Marilyn Manson? Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson. Oh,
That's good.
Other people.
Yeah, some of the I see man.
Meh. There's like one where there's like a picture of Draymond, Steph Curry, and Clay, and they're all like chilling on like the bleachers, and like someone put like that's the when you're in varsity watching the JV practice. And they're all just chilling, like they're all just like shooting the shit, like while watching like the G League players or whatever. And it's like the varsity team watching the JV team.
One trend I'm glad that went away from high school. Well, there's a few, but I'm trying to decide which one holds more weight.
Just name one, and then after we'll be like
Shuffling.
The dance or just the culture?
Both.
Okay, because the specific dance is like people were doing it back in the day. The shuffle.
The one
No. I mean the stepping one. What was that one?
Yeah, shuffle.
Because that was a shuffle, right? Because the jerk was different.
True, but that was kind of they're all kind of like
they're all the same family.
Yes, they're like the cousins.
Like the one one of the ones that I really hated was the I love booby. I love boobies.
That was middle school for me. Like the bracelets.
That was our. We're 2 years older than you, so that was like our sophomore year, freshman year.
That felt Was there was that like a breast cancer awareness or something?
I think so.
But it felt like nobody actually wore it for those reasons.
It became.
It's just because it was trendy.
Just trendy.
Just like plaid, like
Like a MAGA hat.
oh, like snapbacks, and wearing them like this. I hated it so much when they would like wear them like this, and I'll be like, bro, like
fashion.
What are you doing? No, like I wonder if any of those people look back and they're like, why did I wear my hat like that?
No, my favorite was they would have their hats, but they wouldn't wear them. They would tie them around their belt loop, and they would just have them there. And I'm like, it's not a keychain, my boy. Like, you wear hats.
Instead of a belt, they would put a shoelace.
I think that was a skater thing, but most of them didn't skate.
Yeah. Or
the fixies.
Or true.
Fixie bikes. Oh, dude, my favorite memory is Yuli on a fixie.
True.
Oh,
that's
no.
Your freshman year. Ooh, that was
Why
a great
is it
memory.
so tall?
Who?
The fixie bikes.
Oh.
Because they was like so just tall or whatever.
Okay, so.
Okay, explain to the people.
Okay, I'll explain.
I'm trying to find like a picture of me in the outfit.
So. It was, I think it had to be band camp or summer band because I think we were starting to get to know you.
Mm-hmm.
And Carrillo had brought his fixie because he had started, he started on the fixie trend. But he told us prior that his seat wasn't bolted down for whatever reason. I don't remember why it wasn't bolted down.
I feel like I remember this.
So he would ride his fixie standing up. We were getting to know all the freshmen coming in. Yuli was a part of it. Some kind of exchange of politeness, and eventually Yuli got a chance to ride Carrillo's fixie. The information that the seat was not bolted down was not relayed to Mr. Ulises.
That seat wasn't my fault.
So it's right. The bike is high, and at the time, Ulises is not a very tall man, especially at that point.
A tall boy.
You're a tall boy. You get up burly, and you take a seat. But because the seat ain't bolted down, the front of the seat comes up and just whacks him in the patty wax.
It just like if it was a spear, it was just like.
The sound he made.
I was just like,
is fantastic. Yeah.
Who got their fixies stolen?
Richard.
Was it Richard?
That sounds like a Richard thing to do.
Sounds like a Richard.
Richard things to do. We're renaming this podcast. Oh man, that dude.
I mean, Richard was a meme in and of itself. It was good times.
See, in retrospect, I kind of like some moments were memorable. Some others were like, oh fuck, I kind of feel bad. But more often than not, he would put himself in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm. And it just wasn't part of the culture to just let it slide. True. You had to take advantage of it. Both the meme culture and the Mexican culture of us didn't let us. Were you in that trend of like cargo shorts and flats,
I like
high socks, Vans?
I like to tell myself
no.
I wasn't. But then now
the evidence
is going to prove that I was. But I was like on the low, like if there was a high percentage.
You were like entry level.
Like I just got my.
What was that culture called?
Like we call it the swag F word.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But I don't think it had like a name. It was like the shuffling era. Let's see, maybe Google might have.
Is that when snake bites were a thing?
Snake bites. Right. You'll get the plugs.
The plugs.
It started with like skaters, but then those skaters like started like shuffling and jerking.
But then a lot of them weren't skaters.
Yeah.
It was just it became like it's like wearing Thrasher when you don't skate.
Right. That's a brand I will never disrespect. Like, you know, because like other brands, like yeah, sure, like serious skaters wear them, mm-hmm. But like Thrasher is one of those brands that like the hardcore like beasts like wear. It's not like Supreme. Supreme is like a very like
Thrasher feels much like still within its core.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just explain kind of the fit of back of like 2010, 2011, 2012. There's a certain way people were dressing. This was like the moda.
Yeah.
So it was like your snapback. You would have it.
Really
it's like
tight.
really tight backwards on top of
Crew
your head.
necks were a huge
Crew
thing.
necks. Cargo pants or like cargo pants or like khaki pants. Like skater shoes, Vans, and then people will wear rosarios.
Rosario.
And just bring them,
That's
but then they
right.
wouldn't say they're like they're 10.
They
like,
probably didn't even know.
they didn't even know how to do it and all that.
It was just
So
moda. It's like the stock prices for places like Tilly's, Zoomies, Journeys
went through the roof, dude.
Vans, those kinds of stores at the malls were popping. Maybe even to a lesser extent, Hot Topic, because I think that's when it's moved away from the serious, right?
And then the belts, the ones with the metal,
the studs.
I got a bone to pick with Hot Topic.
Okay, we'll go after.
Wait,
after.
yeah.
So,
Because I think I know where you're going, and I have a similar beef.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll follow that.
So, I will always tell myself I didn't follow these trends, but then the evidence shows on May 6, 2012.
And you were on the later end of that spectrum.
And this is not even like full. Like, I mean, I have the snapback. This is when I got made fun of because I got a lineup, but then it was crooked.
That sounds like a Yuli things to do.
I had the snapback up, my little pelito like coming out of my snapback.
You had the JanSport
and
backpack with
wearing,
nothing in it.
Yes,
nothing in it.
and wearing a backpack everywhere you went.
Yes. See that it's JanSport, right?
Yeah.
Those backpacks were designed for people who don't actually need them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like those things didn't actually carry anything. But if you went to school with a binder with maybe 2 pieces of paper and a pencil, that was the backpack for you.
See, like I owned a JanSport very late in my high school career, but they were very comfortable. I will say that. They were very comfortable backpacks.
I couldn't. Because the JanSport backpack wouldn't support the what's the word? The educational utensils that I required for my learning.
Right.
So
yeah, to further the fit, just so people could get, if you weren't born or part of this era, so this is kind of like I remember this picture went around everywhere. The future of our society is fucked. But I remember like people were just saying there's kids like that. Basically,
I mean, they're doing that now with the cuz
right.
and the Edgar haircuts.
Right. But yeah, that was like how people would dress.
Oh,
the
that one. Oh, yeah.
And then the
bow ties.
It's like
people were blind.
Like you're falling asleep.
Yeah.
Like see, like disabilities became trendy because everyone wanted to wear glasses.
Right.
See, and I don't know if you're gonna blur that word out.
I mean,
but
yeah,
that word is not okay
anymore.
Now.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't okay. It wasn't back then.
Like, it wasn't back then.
People were just naive.
Way more, I guess, embraced.
True.
Because that's what was used to describe this phase.
Yes.
Because even, I think a roommate of mine, he was gay, right? And one time, like me and all the roommates, we were all talking about like high school stuff, right? And Yo! The blowout? No. We're looking at the wrong thing. Go down. Go down.
Oh,
down.
I fucking love you, babe. Little teddy bear.
I fucking love you, babe. Dude, he was the homie.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about him.
Dude, that fool was a vibe.
He was a vibe back in the day.
Hey, man,
okay,
like,
but it's also
the blowouts too.
I forgot that was a thing.
That was a thing. I remember there was one kid. I don't remember his name.
I know.
He was like a regular dude. His hair was like this down, and then one day he decided to become a paintbrush, and just like his hair was just, and we were like, that hair was there this whole time.
Yeah,
but he was walking around like that, and just like overnight he transformed completely.
Cause what do you have to do? So you have
and
to
diamond earrings
it,
too.
Right? Yeah, diamond earrings was the thing. And then people would like do their eyebrows like really extra.
Yeah,
and then I remember people like they will call you like gay for like doing your stuff now, but now those same people like have their eyes like that, like all fixed up now. So it was always funny, like you.
Imagine you look this up and there's like a picture of Yuli at one point.
I do like
See, like that's peak.
Yeah.
That's peak swaggery.
Swaggery.
Look at that.
Dude, look at that swagination.
Dude.
The swagology.
The ball snap
You
back.
need the denim no
Obey.
sleeves.
Obey was really big.
Obey.
Crooks. Yeah, I remember that brand, the Diamond brand.
Dude.
And then the Rosarios.
The hundreds.
Skinny jeans that are all torn up, but they were sagging with a belt. So tell me what part of that equation ever made sense. They had a belt on, but they were still sagging.
It's to hold the sag.
It's to hold up all the swag, dude.
I remember there was one dude in middle school. No, it wasn't middle school. No. High school. It had to be freshman year. But he literally, like, the waist of his jeans were at his knees. But he would have a really long shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we were like, me and my friends were like, what is the anatomy of this man? But then then like, when he would run, he'd like lift the shirt up and like fucking...
Yeah. See, look, I did, like, my transition didn't go, like, too crazy. Because, like, this was me, right? Like, this Mexico, like, this looks like a basic fit, right?
Dude, what's up with that bowl cut?
It's just I went through a phase. I didn't like. It wasn't a bowl cut. It's like my hair straight. So think of it like now, like you know how I have it more back now, but I used to have it like just kind of down, kind of like how you guys have it, just normal.
Do I look like that?
But I had a small head, all right. But then the big ass hat didn't fit me. But
Your head was like a triangle.
Yeah,
It was wide at the top, narrow at the bottom. That's what I'm seeing.
Okay, but yeah, look, in 1 year, or this is 2012 January. So in like 6 months, I got a yeah, dude. I kind of miss it. I want to bring it back.
Iridocyclitis.
Oh,
wait, I want to put them back to back.
He's Yuli is dissecting a pig in them pictures.
Actually, I think that's exactly what that means. I think.
Oh, dude, just give this man a mohawk, and you got peak season Yuli.
Wait, which one's the Facebook post?
Shut up, you whore. I don't look like that. What the heck?
But you guys are both saying the same word at that point.
Iridocyclitis.
But yeah, dude, in 6 months, I transitioned.
Oh, dude, you were playing guitar. The next page, the next picture.
I forgot where this was, and then
That's
that's
the
where
band
my lazy eyes.
That's the band room. You always had the lazy.
No,
but
no,
that's
no.
the band
This
room,
is in San Diego when we went on the San Diego trip for band. So okay, let's judge your guys' fit. All right, look at George. What is George wearing? Oh, Eddie, dude, and his Obey. See, Eddie always makes fun of it, but then he's out here.
Oh, look at George has the meme
Oh yeah, he does have it.
hoodie.
See, that's what defined. That's like what he. I think the meme that described him.
The I'm a badass, whatever.
Because George always comes off and gives you that vibe.
True.
He feels fatherly.
Very true.
Like I feel like if I picture George in my mind, I picture him from an angle of dominance. You know.
Okay, wait, but that's you. I see you with your.
I look the same.
True.
I have not changed.
Okay, are we gonna talk about Rojo's?
Iridocyclitis haircut.
Yeah.
No,
what the heck?
you know what? You know what though? There's been
Worse?
that's not peak season Christian.
Really?
You haven't seen peak season Christian.
I have my hat.
Peak season Christian like
Sorry, there's a flood.
literally is bald, but just has this.
He has the mango chupado.
Yeah, but just that part that's chupado.
I used to have the mango chupado. That was like my haircut back in the day. Next, stop it.
What else you got?
But then the transition, like 2015, I started dressing kind of. Well, I think normal now. Like this type of like outfits, like I feel is the norm now. Like, cause now the outfits are like more like that Kanye West like baggy. It's still kind of skatery, or I guess
I would say minimalist.
the new swag is now whatever the e-boys are wearing or the e-girls, like that culture. They're the new.
I don't fully understand the e-culture. I
True.
don't fully get what I'm looking at.
Just so that's
like if you told me what's an e-girl, I'd be like, I have no fucking.
I mean,
clue.
no one really knows. But I'm just saying, I think it's all the same, like people or culture or that same like mindset. The swag became the
e-culture,
the e-boys. They're like basically the same thing. If you get me, they're the
fresas of the community.
Yes, they were, because back then they were like dressing up, and then they're strapping and like all these pictures where you couldn't see. They're posing like
Those
that.
are my favorite is still the one where the guy's like. No, when he's like holding his chest like gonna cry.
Oh yeah.
You know which one, right? Yeah.
But even before that was when people were doing like these on MySpace.
Yeah, the gun to the head.
Oh, you just passed one with a girl. A little lower. A little lower.
Let me show the picture.
A little lower. Lower. Like middle. Right smack in the middle.
Right smack in the middle.
Oh yeah.
That post too.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Or the RAR when they were like.
Okay, that's a whole other culture.
That's a different level of cringe.
The emo. See,
emo's a different thing.
You know what? Like the e-girls and e-boys are kind of like the modern emos.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what they are.
Or just like that universe, or just like of people dressing.
Because it's kind of like a cross between like SoundCloud rappers and like emo and goths. Because some of them wear like really dark clothes and they do like the dark makeup and they wear the chains and the baggy pants, like kind of like a gothy vibe. And then you have like kind of like do you know who what's his name? The guy that hates 6ix9ine.
50 Cent?
No.
Anyone?
No, he likes him.
Rapper
hates 6ix9ine.
Trippie Redd.
Oh.
Kind of like that. They're like they steal that kind of vibe too, where they look like homeless people. Like dyed hair with dreads. That look, a guy hijacked by like the e-boys.
Oh yeah, so this is like swag 2012-ish. Cause then if you notice like, cause all if you notice like most of them are all like Latinos too. We were kind of the ones who like created this culture. It was like a mix of like Latinos, then Asians, and like blacks. But then the white people came in and like but like, cause I feel like they probably didn't do this like in the East Coast. I think this was like a California thing.
I think it was a West Coast thing.
I think so.
I wasn't part of the culture, so I wouldn't.
I think I think it started with like black people and rap.
True.
Because like Wiz Khalifa, I feel like he was one of the pioneers.
Wiz Khalifa, but I meant the ones that like made it popular, like the ones who started wearing them for sure, were like people in California, like the Shuffle Crew.
Oh yeah, for sure, West Coast.
I feel like. Crew. And that's another thing. The Shuffle Crew.
Wasn't there like just a bunch of people would get in a circle and one at a time would go and just start stepping on bugs. But like to like, what kind of music was it? What kind of music did you shuffle to?
Like LMFAO. And that's when that was the pioneering for EDC and EDM.
I can see that.
Because that's when raves started getting big. That's when raves were actually like the hipster thing to do, going to raves, and then they
became mainstream again.
Yeah,
because I feel they were popular at some point.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know exactly when, but I feel like that's when it started becoming popular again. Mm-hmm. Like it was cool to be at rave.
See, like I enjoy the music. I don't know if I would ever go to a.
You're telling me?
It's a very specific EDM because I don't like, for example, like the mixes where it's like it has lyrics, but they're really not saying anything. It's like you're beautiful, like everyone makes mistakes. It's like the same shit over and over. I don't fuck with that EDM. I like more of like electronic, like dubstep type of thing.
Oh, dubstep was another thing.
That was big.
That's
that was
right.
Big dubstep.
And like,
dude, when I first heard dubstep, I know exactly what song it was too. It was
Android.
No, it wasn't Android. Benny Jesus Gilman Gomez showed me that one.
Benny Benassi?
It was
Benassi?
Scary Monsters and
Night Sprites.
Night Sprites?
Night Sprites.
Is it Night?
Night. But Nite.
Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites.
Nice,
Sprites. Right?
It was nice.
Well, it's not Night.
No, it's Nice Sprites.
We
Scary
have
Monsters
technology.
and Nice Sprites.
By Skrillex.
Yeah.
When I heard it, dude, I legit felt like I wasn't supposed to.
I always thought it was Night Sprites.
No, Nice Sprites.
I always felt like I wasn't supposed. Like I felt when I first heard what made, I guess the argument is Skrillex was not dubstep but bro step.
Bro step.
Because like a whole nother genre.
Because dubstep is originally from the UK.
Yes.
And it was way more reggae central. This does not sound reggae. Right? But it takes similar elements.
Right.
And I think that they were like, no, this ain't dubstep, this is bro step.
Oh yeah,
I remember reading that because
there's a subculture of like it's dub in this reggae. Yeah.
So that's why this kind of dubstep was actually like, if you took it to another subgenre, it'd be bro step. Sorry. But I remember hearing it and like feeling like I had to turn my computer off because I wasn't supposed to hear that. Right? I felt like I was listening to like if metal was electronic. Because it sounded very aggressive and very like in your face.
See, my first dubstep, it was a song called "When I Look at You," but by MLK. Like
Martin Luther King did it?
No, EMLK. Oh, I guess there's an A. That was the very first dubstep song I ever heard. And then that, like, I was like, "Whoa, what is this?" And then the UKF, like the
UKF,
the dudes that basically was like a dubstep center.
That was the hub.
Yeah,
basically, like,
it was the hub.
If you wanted to listen to new stuff, you went there.
True.
That was where you learned. That's where you found like new shit.
I think that was like 10 years ago too.
Yeah, dude. And I think from these guys, I also started listening to drum and bass.
Drum and bass is good too. Oh, what about beatboxing? Beatboxing became huge in 2010.
We were so into it. Dude, we learned how to do the dubstep wobble bass in physics class.
Yeah.
Because, no, you know what we did in physics class? Scratching. We went into it.
I suck at that.
We went into it, learned, like, we learned that we read the technique on how to do it. By the time we got out of class, we knew how to do it.
You guys, instead of actually learning physics, you guys...
Well, because, okay, so the physics class was way beneath us, TBH. Because we were taking pre-cal at the same time. If you compare pre-cal to basically remedial physics, no se compara.
It's just arithmetic.
It's basically just basic arithmetic. It was like force is mass times acceleration. That's it. And like they would say force is 8, mass is 4. What is acceleration?
Yeah,
2.
Easy.
Right? It's just it. Why do I feel like you didn't know that?
Jimmy has 2 apples and he eats 1. How many does he have? It was basically
it's super easy. So luckily our teacher knew that me and him would pass the classes and pass like all the tests. So she was like, if you guys get A's, you guys can do whatever you want in my class. If you want to sleep, you can go and sleep, which was great because we had
I always
lunch.
Fell asleep. We
had lunch right before this class.
Yeah.
So we all got sleepy. Me and him were the only ones allowed to sleep because we aced our tests.
Yep.
So she didn't give us any shit. So we were we were seated in the back, I think, and we were just like behind our backpacks going. Oh, dude, we were like,
I even learned how to do it with my forearm.
Wait. For someone who never learned how to do it, how do you do it? Or give a.
You do like cuando te persinas. Basically, you do this.
Yeah.
And then you want to put your lips here in this corner. And then you just
Sucking or blowing?
sucking.
Like, have you ever made a whistling noise with like the wrapper, like the plastic wrapper?
Yeah.
Kind of the same concept, but you suck instead of blow. No, don't, because you're going. Just.
But how do you get it so loud?
Okay, so
That's practice.
so you gotta get it like you gotta make this cross.
So
thing.
I'm getting in the crevices.
Yes. Your thumb needs to be more out. You have it too down here.
You're getting like it wants to.
I can't. You know what's weird is that I can't not do it.
Yeah.
I can't do what you're doing.
Like I unlearned it for sure.
I can like whistle and do stuff like that.
we learned that. We learned wobble bass. Yeah. He did the liquid bass that I could never do.
Wanna give an example to the class?
That one.
But you
With your lips, yeah.
And then all kinds of fucking noises, dude. Just dubstepping our asses off.
I would do the rolling R's one. The
Dude, remember when we went
tongue?
yeah.
Remember when
You gotta get really low.
When we went to Idlewild and we were beatboxing and everyone was like, "Whoa, what are you doing,
Dude, we jumped up to the top of the food chain with those skills. Yeah.
So
Fuck the Jazz One band.
Yeah,
we were top
Idlewild
dogs.
was like a jazz like camp in the summer where we go and like you had to get like a scholarship to go there and stuff like that or get invited, whatever. So there was like some good high school kid jazz players.
They were good because, well, no, it was a very big discrepancy,
Right.
Because if you went on scholarship, chances are you were really good.
Mm-hmm.
If you bought your way in, chances
Yes.
are you were trash.
Yes.
There was it was no in between. It was like either you were good or you were trash, and you
Right.
can tell who got in what way.
Yeah. So there was already like a hierarchy, right?
Because when you audition,
You get placed.
you get placed in, and
what
I think there was
band?
5 bands, right?
Yeah. In our year we had a lot of kids, so we had like a 6, maybe
So
even
like
7 bands.
one was the
Top
to
tier.
put it. That was one.
Yeah.
Okay, so then 5
Was like,
to put it nicely was the shit team, right? That's the G League.
It was like
Oh, I just
lower
threw it
than
away.
G
I
League.
still had my Idlewild lanyard. I think I just threw it away when it came
I feel
out.
like it was lower than G League.
Really?
Yeah, it was more like college.
Oh,
You know, like
college?
okay, like 5 was like high school. 4 was like college. 3 was like the Ivy Leagues, G League, and then 2 was like the bottom tier of the pro teams, and then like 1 was
top
like top S tier like musicians.
I don't know where I would have truly placed because I got in a week late because I had summer school.
Yeah.
So they just put me in band 2 because they didn't have a bass bone player. So they threw me there. And I didn't even get on a combo.
Fuck, is that what happened to me? Because I was also in the second band.
I was
But I was a bass player.
I was
bass
in
drum.
3 because they were oversaturated with saxophones, and the second band they doubled up on both tenors, and so they were like, we're not gonna add a third, so they're like saxophones super oversaturated, and then they didn't have bass bones at all.
Yeah,
So
so
they threw
that
me
might
in the
have been
second
why
one.
I got placed a little higher.
They threw me in the second one.
Because
There was one dude there when we went that he was in the first. Well, he was in the top band, and he was good, but nobody liked him. Like,
he was just a dick.
Who?
no, it was some dude with glasses.
I'm a dude
That
with
I don't remember his name. But no, like people didn't like him the way people didn't like you in middle school. They just thought he was a weirdo. And like
I was the foreign kid.
I don't know what he was, but nobody wanted, like, when we had master class, they would be like, all right, volunteers to play this piece. They would have like 4 guys up there, and he would walk in, and they would all go, legit.
Dang.
Yeah.
Ain't no one like them like that.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, dude, what did this guy do? Like, I didn't know. Again, I was a week late. So I was like, yo, did something happen or what? But basically the answer I got was just he's a weirdo. But there was another guy in that same band. He was the lead bone. That guy looked like an asshole. I don't know if he was. He was like the stereotypical popular quarterback in high school that was a dick to everyone.
But the band version.
But the band version. He even looked like it. Like, if you told me he played quarterback, I'd believe it. He would wear like a denim jacket and shit. And he had a really pretty girlfriend. Oof. That was in the same band as him. But she was shit though. TBH, she was shit.
Shots.
And Jeff Tower was our master guy. Dude, I forgot he died.
It's been a minute too.
That's weird to think.
It's been a minute.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was like kind of the head of that whole like little camp thing. So he was just a really big dude. Like, if you look at him from the back, you think he's like nice and fit for an older guy. But then once he turns to the side, he just has the biggest beer belly.
He looks like in SpongeBob, Flats, the guy who bullies SpongeBob.
Yes.
Because he's like thin, and then he turns and it's just
yeah. That was him.
He would rest his stuff on his belly.
Yes.
He'd rest his hands
like,
here.
When I'm old, I want it doesn't do it. I want to be able to like put my laptop on my belly.
I believe in you.
Big belly.
Hella the biggest.
I feel like he did that. I feel like one time he was doing a clinic, and I'm pretty sure he had a cup of coffee on his stomach.
Yeah. And does it fall once he gets up? It's still like
it has its own gravity field.
But he was cool. He was a dick. Like, he was tell you straight up if you sucked or whatever. But then it just gave.
He wasn't afraid to critique.
Yes, the most not afraid. But he loved me just because when there was like the band competitions, whatever that we held at our school. Like, he will always, if it wasn't me, it was like whoever before. It was probably you because you had a car, but you had to get donuts for him.
I did.
The bear claws.
I did.
He will always ask for bear claws, and dude, he will.
That's an interesting one. Bear claws. Right?
They're like, I would try them. They're like, okay, but he specifically wanted bear claws.
For me, bear claws is like an IPA. I wouldn't request it, but if it's there, I'll have it.
Might as well. Yeah, I feel you.
Like, IPAs are like, I don't desire an IPA. But if you told me like there was just IPAs, I'd drink it.
Yeah.
Bear claws are on the same. Like, I'm not offended by bear claws. I wouldn't pick it.
That's a good description of a bear claw. But yes. Okay, but anyways, Idlewild. So during your Idlewild stay, you guys like discovered you guys are good beatboxers.
No, we knew that.
Yeah.
Oh, so Idlewild discovered that we were good beatboxers. That's
so you guys went in like, check this out. Like,
and you know what's funny is that we didn't mean to bring attention to ourselves. We were just bored. Because we were in the amphitheater, no?
Mm-hmm. And the amphitheater is like that big tent
part, right? And it's like it's just grassy and shit. And goes all the way down.
Yeah.
Did they ever do shit down there?
I never did anything there.
I think they used to do like the choir and string performances, but we weren't there for those.
Okay,
that was a different week.
Because basically how Idlewild ran was
2 weeks.
You'd wake up. Like around probably 7.
Mm-hmm. Well, it depends what classes, because some people had like different schedules.
Oh, I thought we all had the same schedule.
Well, at least when you got put in different like levels.
No, but I mean the time wise was the same.
Oh, I know for us,
like the time schedule was the same.
Oh yeah, it was all the same. Like everyone went in a class at the same time.
True. But it was different.
But it was different classes.
Yeah.
But you would go for breakfast. I think till 8 is when they stopped. You go in for breakfast. The only real reason you would wake up.
Yes.
Because that breakfast was elite.
It was so
I never complained. I had beef with lunches. I had beef with dinners. Breakfast was I could always count on it being reliable because it was so good.
I would save some for later too.
Oh, dude, breakfast was fantastic. That's the first time I saw a cafeteria like the ones you see in the movies.
Yeah.
Right? Like the first Spider-Man movie type of cafeteria.
Or like High School Musical.
The trays, and I was like, the trays, the fucking soda machines, the salad bar, the soft serve ice cream. I was like, yo, dude, these are real?
Yeah.
I thought these were just like sets.
True. I'm gonna try to see if I can find maybe a
And
picture.
I think my favorite moment was when our homie Amy dropped the plate.
Poor
So
Amy.
she dropped the plate.
Amy, if you're watching this,
Dude, the slow clap that developed and just uproar, dude. The entire fucking hall was just
the whole place was clapping. Probably like 300 kids just all clapping.
there was some in the back. Yeah, like
all because this asshole started just. And then I had to join in for the memes.
oh,
yeah.
dude.
And then Amy already is like
It's already socially
awkward
awkward.
and stuff, so that must have killed her, dude.
It was so good. I never expected it to take off the way it did, but that was so
God.
great. She dropped another one, but it was like where you put it on the conveyor belt to take it off. But she put it like right on the edge, so it just obviously the way gravity works, it just went.
Ow, ow.
But she ran away from that one, so she didn't want to. He didn't want the slow clap again.
You remember Birdman?
Birdman.
Car.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Bro, I wonder what I had him on Facebook. What was his name? Andre?
Andre.
I wonder what I hope he's doing well. I hope he's doing well. He was.
I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well, man. You were a badass.
I remember I gave him one of the big cup of noodles. So like at Idlewild, you took your own shit.
Yes.
Right?
Snacks,
your own
everything.
snacks and everything.
Put them in the rooms.
And I had a big old duffel bag of shit. But everyone did, really.
Yeah.
That first night when I got there, what was it, a Sunday?
Yeah.
I must have gotten
Everyone
there.
got there, yeah, Sunday.
Where in the guys' dorm, it was like open season. So like all the doors are open. Everybody's going in and out of rooms. And then the store that they had there would sell cup
the
of
snack
noodles.
shop, whatever it's
Yeah.
called.
They would sell a cup of noodles, but there were the small ones for like $2. And I had the big cup of noodles. So I sold it to the guys for like $3 or $4, something like that. But not to the homies though. To the homies it was on the
house.
On the house. But to the other people's les cobré. But it came with amenities because then I had the little packets of tapatio, and then I brought a little botella of like of lemon concentrate.
Yes.
So like I gave one. I sold one to Andre, and I'm like, bro, where you going? He's like, I'm gonna make this right now, dude. And I'm like, you don't want some tapatio and some lemon? He never let go of the lemon. The whole week he would see me and he'd just be like, you got some lemon?
Oh god.
I remember I got in a dorm next to these guys. But the dorm I was in, I didn't know a single guy in there.
Oh yeah.
Right? I was the one brown guy. It was all white guys. Right? It was, and then apparently one of them thought I was a director. I was like one of the instructors.
Because you look.
Because I brought in a beard.
Yes.
I shaved it to a goatee at Idlewild, but I
came
showed up with a full beard.
Yeah.
And they thought I was one of the new instructors.
Yeah.
Until I went into the dorm room and like was getting my shit, and they're like, one of the dudes was like, "Wait, you're a student? I thought you were one of the instructors, bro."
See, like you haven't changed. What you see right now,
This is pretty much me.
high school no,
since elementary.
middle school no, actually. Just in middle school, imagine just a little bit less facial hair, but basically the same. He has not changed.
Middle school me just had like a goatee. Basically, what you have times 2 was me middle school. Think about that. I was half your age with twice the facial hair.
No, that's wild.
And like, I remember I took those big ass tubs of chicharrones, right? None of the white guys wanted them except for, what was his name? Trevor, I think.
He's a Trevor was cool.
The dude from Canada. Oh, dude. As soon as he didn't know what it was. And he's like, what is this? And I was like, you try it, bro. And he's like, all right. He gets a handful and he's like, whoa, dude, these are good. What are they? I'm like, they're pork rinds. He's like, what is that? I'm like, it's fried pork skin. He's like, oh, dude, these are legit. From that point on, every time he passed by that tub, he took 2 handfuls. Every single time. He ate more than I did. But the other guys didn't even want to touch it.
Yeah.
But that dude, Every time he passed by,
All right, sorry, audience.
Man, he was.
Audience, this might be loud. Okay,
what is this?
But-
oh, this is
so this is kind of
this is Fat Blake.
Fat Blake, but this is Idlewild. Okay, but let me. Okay, but first I found the picture kind of because I remember this was I remember this fireplace that was like there.
Was that the end?
Yeah, that was at the
Yeah,
end. So the
I
cafe,
don't
the food
remember.
part's like on this side over here.
We always sat in the front, so I
Yes.
never sat.
Really,
I never
always
sat in the back.
I always sat like over here. This was our spot.
no,
back
I
here.
never sat in the back.
But I don't remember the flags being there.
Yeah, they had flags because students from all over the place went.
True. I don't remember the flags though. But yeah, I do remember the. So it really looks kind of bougie already. Like.
The Nelson Dining Hall.
There we go,
That's
yeah.
right.
But yeah, but like if you want a picture.
Wait. Do me a favor. Click on that picture.
This one?
Yeah.
Was this not leading to the dorms?
Yes.
That's the
But-
bridge you cross
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
dorms.
because that's the big rock. I remember the rock. But why you know those
That's the
people?
dorm.
He just looked like the drummer guy, tall dude. Who the fuck took my charger? What was his name?
Not Loden.
No, Loden.
Layden.
Ladle.
Loden.
Loden was the big guy who always wore the shirts with like the tuxedo.
yeah.
or the Joker.
Loden was cool.
Yeah, so
He's the
everyone
one who
looking.
was,
This is kind of the vibe of the school.
He gave the vibe, and I'm pretty sure he was.
Dean. No.
Dean was the guy in your
This
in
was
your dorm.
the amphitheater.
But the tall. I was gonna say the tall white kid. But they were all tall white kids.
There was like 5 brown people.
But
at this place.
the drummer.
Layden is the other guy, but I don't think he was tall.
No, this
He
guy
was thinner. He
This
looked
guy
fit.
This guy was tall as hell.
Was he? What kind of body type? Was he fit? Was he chub?
He was like Craig. His kind of body type.
Layden then no.
I don't know, but I just remember that's one of the highlights of there. Who the fuck took my charger? We all roasted the fuck out of him, cause he always kept the appearance of being very manly, very alpha. Mm-hmm. He sounded like he's been like into guys since like birth.
That was a moment.
Yeah.
So like if you took our day, I don't remember the exact times, right? But
so
you
good.
had breakfast, first class at 8. You had theory,
Yes.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then you had master class.
No,
We had like a
it was like the soloing one. No.
yeah, the improv class.
What?
Improv class.
Wasn't it? Because I remember improv was my last class before lunch.
Oh, I had mine
So
like
I
in
think-
the beginning because it
I
depends
thought it
also
was-
what band you were in is when. Because
I don't think so.
There's one band rehearsing like in the what it's called the theater like at one time, and they're like.
I think
hour
maybe in yours,
classes.
but for us it was all the same times.
Yeah,
like we never had different times.
Oh.
Everyone like at 8, everyone was in theory, but in just different kinds of theory.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember theory, master class, then improv.
Mm.
Because in improv I had nobody,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember like running straight to the homies after improv.
I had Richard for improv.
I don't think.
And then
I
we would drop off our shit at our dorms.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go to lunch, and then we had a good time of just chilling. And then you would go to big band,
And then combos.
but I didn't have combos.
Yeah, I don't have a combo.
So I would go to the little tents, the little huts.
yeah, the
those
practice.
were
Those
rooms.
those practice huts were so awesome, dude.
Very
because
good. It was just hot.
It was hot, but it was one of the few places you had signal.
There were some with AC.
I
There
never
were some
got to
huts
those.
with AC.
There was signal there. That's where I would call my mom.
Well,
she
I
would
got
always
signal heading to like the basketball courts.
The
and
basketball
pool.
courts was always a hot spot
Yeah.
too. And basically after combos it was free game until like what 10, and then it was lights out at
Curfew.
10.
Yeah.
Lights out. But then this is what we were doing during lights out. So remember during this time, it was when there was the super hot fire. I spit that.
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
video came out. So we were just like saying it over and over. You guys won't be able to hear it, but the people listening will be able to hear it.
Okay.
Um,
I feel like I can listen to it by not listening.
yeah. So in my year in my room, I was able to get like all of our friends except for Alondra, obviously, because she was a girl. So it was me. It was the homie Brandon. It was the homie Eric, and then there was the homie Matt.
Okay.
So I was just
There was just 4?
in our room.
That's 4 to a room.
Well, wait,
No, for you guys it was 5.
Yeah,
For me it was 5.
There is 5.
It was you, Ian, Richard, Dean, and Davis.
Yeah. Because
you had two bunks, and then one
the
solo.
Yeah.
Right. I think Dean is the guy I'm thinking of.
It might have been.
That's the tall, lanky boy.
But yeah, so it was like Eric sleeping here. Brandon had the top bed on the other side. I had under him, and Matt chose the regular bed.
The solo one?
The solo one, but I'm laughing just because of what I did. I'll tell you guys right now. Sorry, it was good. So yeah, this is like when it's supposed to be lights out, 10 o'clock, go to sleep. That's what our dumbasses were doing. So I can hear it.
Well then.
Okay, so Matt was like doing the super hot fire, and then we'd be like, I spit that, and then what iced tea, whatever, I drink that, and then for the last one he got up to like try to be cool, but then he trips on his trumpet, whatever case, and we just started busting up laughing, dude. I'll play it one more time for the people at home.
Experience this meme.
I spit that.
I can hear Blake's accent too. See, I feel like in the moment I would have died too.
Yeah. But we started crying on that.
You know what happened to us once? This was after lunch, right? Me and this dude, we were in his dorm, and I think you were on the PSP or something, and I think I was on my phone, and we were just chilling. Loden barges into our room, looks around.
What are these names, by the way? Sorry.
This dude, okay, so Loden is not in our dorm. It's not in my dorm. It's not in his dorm. I don't know where the fuck he's at. We didn't know. Did you know him well? I didn't know him well yet. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I talked to him once or twice before this encounter. It's really what it was, an encounter. The dude barges in. We were in separate. I think you were on one bunk and I was on the other, on the opposite side. He looks. He surveys the room. He scans everything. He looks at both of us, and then he's like, "You guys are a bunch of fucking derps," and then he walks out. Me and this one were like,
what the fuck?
what was that? It was rumored, allegedly, that he may or may not have been on stuff and spices and or narcotics.
Yes.
No,
yes, him and Dean, them two.
And you can.
That's where you went to do those stuff.
You could tell. You could tell because that moment we died because it was out of nowhere, dude. Imagine nice peace and quiet in a library, and this dude just walks in, yells that, and walks out with no context, nothing. We were like, what the fuck just happened? But those rooms were hot as fuck.
Yes.
But in our dorm, in my dorm, I should say, I don't know which one of the fucking future chemists or whatever was in my dorm, but he positioned his fan to blow the air outside in such a way that the room felt AC'd.
Ooh.
It was witchcraft, dude, because their room was fucking hot, and y'all had like the fucking the Sam's Club industrial fan, but it didn't oscillate.
Yeah.
So it was just one in one direction. I don't know what they were doing in my dorm. It was cold in there. Oof. It was so cold.
I remember that. Everyone wanted to be in your room, and like
and everyone was. There was a ton of dudes in that room.
Yeah. And they would get mad if the door was open because they needed to stay cool.
Yes.
Yeah. We got lucky with ours because the building's kind of like an L, where the dorms are like this, but then you walk down the stairs and then it's like little hall or that little chill room. We got the one where it's like the last room on like the corner. So there's like a tree right here that will like give us shade pretty much the whole time. So it wasn't. I mean, it was hot heat, but we didn't have the sun. Yeah. So we didn't have the sun. So we had like fans that we like put next to the windows, whatever, get out. So it'll still be hot, but then we still had a breeze because ours oscillated, which was lucky for us. But yeah, we got the oscillating thing, so ours was pretty chill our year.
See, like, I wish I could go back to Ottawa because it was such a nice experience.
Brandon went back.
Of you get up, music,
Eat.
sleep, you get up, music, eat, sleep, you get up, music. It's nothing but music. Even it got to such a point. Like the first couple of days, we were a little reluctant to practice and like do music stuff. We're like, oh no, we're gonna be here anyway. Like why? Let's just hang out. Let's just chill. Towards like the 4th, 5th day, like we wanted to practice. Like we would go to the little huts and like there was a piano, there was a drum set. You'd get your homies, like you'd make friends with like a piano player, bass player, guitar player, and a drummer. And like the horns, you would go down and you jam out. Everyone had the real book. You scroll through the real book, like let's play this. Yeah, I still have mine too. Like, all right,
I don't know if I ever bought one.
Like, let's just play a random song. Like, open it. I'll open it up to page like 70. And like, okay, like let's sight read. Like, just play it on the spot, not knowing a song, and it was good. I felt like I actually got good.
That was me, like, going in with my baseball, because I never liked my sound, like, in high school, because everyone made fun of me. Like, I sounded the way I talked, like, very...
I can see that.
Very merp.
You do everything the way you speak. Like, there's literally nothing you do that I don't hear your voice. It's weird. There's a very distinct brand of Yuli.
Yes, that makes me...
But you are distinct, though.
Yes, makes me...
Because, like... the way you speak, rap, and sing is all the same. Like I can hear your voice and know that it's Yuli. Without a doubt. And I remember Limon saying that
yes.
Like your slides.
I don't know. I'm like very chill, very small. Yeah.
Small with SMOL.
Yes, SMOL.
Small.
But anyways, yeah, I was like when I went to Ottawa, like my sound was never. It was always that. Like I was playing regular trombone, but Limon was like, "No, I want you to go into it bass trombone because I want a bass trombone player when you come back." So I was like, "Fuck, dude, I've never done this." So I went, and then since I got placed in like the second top band, I was like, "Okay, fuck, I gotta like fake it, whatever, that I'm good, whatever." But then it just turns out like me actually practicing those days and like. Because you had private lessons with whatever.
Yes, that was my favorite part, the private lessons.
So there was luckily my year there was a private bass trombone, whatever. So we had a bass. I was practicing with him, and like my sound like got really good.
I had the lead tenor from I think the Big Fat Man.
What's his name?
I forget his name too.
Tenor Goodwin.
No, not him. But yeah, I had lessons with him, and I was like, it was actually like sitting down and like. It was almost like a therapist.
Huh.
You went in and he told you, okay, this is what's wrong with you. This is how you can fix it. And it was it worked wonders because I went up to the camp. I felt like I really sucked. Mm-hmm. And I came back like feeling
decent.
like I could put up a fight.
I mean, you played Revenge of the Cow.
That's true.
That's a
hard song. And like that was my favorite part. Like, you know, I enjoyed the classes. My favorite part was like the last class, like go do whatever the fuck you wanted and going to jam like the jam sessions. It was good because I for once I was actually able to do bebop, like bebop soloing, and I was never able to do that. And for those who don't know what bebopping is, it's just very fast notes. Just that's all you gotta know. Very fast notes to the like. Average ear, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but to like, you know, when you play music, there are melodies in there.
When you break it down, like
there are melodies in there, and they're like, you know, like cool note like bridges where you connect your melodies, and it's just very fast notes. That's all you gotta know. And so I went in playing very slow, very sloppy, and I came out like super limber, super hang. Yeah, and it was, if I could relive Ottawa, I would do it all over again.
Yeah. It was that's what Brandon ended up doing, but in a different realm. He went back and became the
an instructor, no?
instructor or the people who were like the dorm
the deans, right? Yeah,
the dorm monitors, whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
well, no, because there was one dean. It was the counselors.
yeah, it's the counselors.
there you
He
go.
went back and became a counselor, but apparently that's like where it's at. You go there because there's like, you remember that house that's like, it was the whatevers, but then there's like another separate like
all the way at the bottom.
at the bottom. Apparently, like the houses there, like
Liddy.
they're litty, and
That makes
Brandon
me want to go back and be a counselor.
Dude, but Brandon was telling me it went down every night. There was like their partying, and then they will at night they will go drive because counselors had cars, so they will go to like in town and like go to another house and like cabin and just like turn up. I was like, whoa, Brandon.
Damn, dude! While we're fucking sleeping, you
Yeah. So the counselors will be like, all right, nights out by 10, so they could go party.
no wonder they fucking enforce that so
like,
strictly.
like, guys, we need you to fall asleep so we can go party.
That's what McNeil one time told us.
McNeil. He was cool.
Oh, what was our counselors? We had like a cool. Oh, we had a Brandon and Eric counselor, and we had Brandon and Eric in our room. So I remember that was the whole thing.
Remember when was it the dean? I think it was the dean. He had a jacket. He had a leather jacket.
Oh yes.
Yeah, he had
Richard.
a leather jacket, but the hood was like regular sweater hood, but you can detach it. It had a zipper, so you could take the hood off and just rock the leather jacket, right? Right. So you feel me? You get where I'm at, right?
Yeah.
Richard thought it was a great idea to take that part, the hood part, off and just wear the hood
From his sweater? Or
from
this is
the
dean's sweater?
dean's jacket. So the dean has just a straight leather jacket, but Richard's just rocking the hood. It looks so stupid. And even the dean told him, he's like, Richard, what are you doing? You're just being stupid.
Dang.
It was good.
I'm trying to find the picture.
All right, while you find out, I'll tell you the story of why I laughed when we were talking about the beds.
That throwback.
Dang.
Wait, who's in that? Oh, okay. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah, so we're just showing throwback photos from that day.
You don't have one?
It's because I think
Oh, the aliens.
I think Richard deleted his Facebook.
Dude, that's another vibe right here. No. Oh, that one too. Wait, go back to that one.
Mr. Wynn.
Oh, dude. That Chris is what you saw more often at Pasadena. But that was a vibe right there. That was a vibe.
Right.
Continue. Let me see if I can dig out.
So I'll tell the story of what happened. What I did to Matt for revenge. I got my revenge of the cow.
Because are you a cow?
No,
Because he got revenge
at Matt.
Is Matt the cow?
Anyway, so the whole since day one that we got there, I don't know what got into Matt. Like, Matt's already like a cocky dude, right? But he was just going in on me, just roasting me left and right for no reason. I would say something and he would just roast me. I'm like, dude, Matt, what the heck?
You're like, I'm just here for a good time, man.
Actually, not what the heck. So I was getting roasted almost every because you're there for 2 weeks. Yeah. For the whole week, I was just taking it. Fuck it. If he's roasting me, whatever. I'm just gonna take it. I forgot what he said and what that finally ticked me off. So I was like, fine, I'm gonna get you, Matt. If you want to mess with me, I'm gonna mess with you. So I had a free period because I didn't have combo ban. So I had a chill period where I could just chill. But Matt was in combo, so they will go to combo class. And Eric also didn't have I forgot what, an improv class, but he had combo. So we would chill at the same time. So we will come and he will oh no, he had the period before me. So he will always blow it up first. He will leave smiling. I'm like, why are you happy? And then I'll walk in, I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, he will always do that.
Quick side note, I always blew up theirs. I never took a shit in my door. I always went to theirs.
Nice. That's where it's at. But yeah, so Eric will always do that to me. But I was like, okay, if I'm gonna get Matt back for anything, I gotta get him now while he's in class and I have a free period. So I don't know what came to my mind, but I saw his bed. I was like, well, okay, what can I do in this bed? So I was
just
like,
didn't know
alright.
where this goes.
So I got his pillows, right? I was
Okay.
like, okay, if you want to mess with me and hurt my feelings, I'm gonna mess with you and hurt you physically. You heard me emotionally, I'm gonna hurt you physically.
Damn.
So I got his pillows. I like took off my pants and I rubbed my whole junk on his pillows.
Oh, dude, you knick-knacked his paddywhacks.
I knick-knacked his pettywhackers. But I rubbed my whole. It was hot too, so.
Ooh, you got that dude juice.
Ew.
You got the essential oils.
Yes. But yes, I rubbed all that up and down all his pillows. Put them back so he wouldn't notice. But I got both sides. Don't think I got whatever. So I got both sides.
When
So
you like turn over and he just got a pube in the eye.
so that like weekend went by. And then it was not until the very like cause we left Sunday. So the Saturday I told Eric and like Brandon, so we were just laughing and like, should we tell him? Should we tell him? What should we tell him? Like, nah, just let him find out. So this whole time he would like be like, what are you guys talking about? Come on, just tell me. Fuck. I was like, nah, dude, you're not gonna know. You're gonna get mad at me. I was like, no, what'd you do? Come on, what'd you do? So then I was like, you know what? All right, fine. So I played it cool that I was like, okay, taking all this like roasting from you, but you know what? I wasn't okay. So I decided to get my own revenge. So while you were gone on your free periods, I will always rub my junk on your pillows. He was like, bro, what the fuck? I would literally jump straight into bed, like face first onto those pillows.
That's what I pictured.
Like, what the heck? He was so mad. Like, dude, what the hell? I had like Yuli juice all over my face.
Dude, he just got fucking. He just his face landed on the pillow just.
But yes, dude, I got revenge on Matt in the only Yuli way possible.
Sexual harassment. That would be considered sexual harassment.
I guess so.
Because it had to do with your bowels.
My juices.
Your juices.
But Matt got his revenge. We left with a laugh. We left with memes.
The thing that we got from over there that we brought back was bear. The concept of bear. Although the drummers took it over and did it completely differently.
Were any of the drummers at?
No. They heard us
even
doing
Adrian? Adrian wasn't there?
not with us. Mm-hmm. He went the year before, I think, or 2 years before, some shit like that. They took it from us and they applied it differently. But basically, was it for farting? No.
Yes.
If you fart, if you're the one farting, you have to say no bear. Mm-hmm. Everyone else has to yell bear before you say no bear. Mm-hmm. Okay? And if you get called, you have to get on all fours and pretend you're a bear trying to catch salmon.
I never remember this.
Yeah, that was the thing. And we got Richard. And he's like, how long? I'm like, oh, dude, just like 10 seconds. We filmed like 5 minutes.
Someone recorded that too.
I think Ian did.
Yeah, I can't find the picture anymore, but it's lost forever.
I'm like, bro, how long do you think fucking 10 seconds or 15 seconds is? Like, we filmed for like a 5 minutes. And he's like, am I done? We're like, dude, you've been done. Like, I don't know what you're doing.
He was like enjoying it too much.
He's like a low-key furry.
he was living out a fantasy of being a bear.
Okay, so now how did the drummers like?
They just like, it was just like, if your voice cracked, they would say bear.
And then like just laugh.
And just laugh.
They were cringe as a line.
That was another thing. We stand as a line. I'm glad that they all can see it and see how dumb it is. Because I've brought it up to all of them and they're like, yeah, that was stupid. And I'm like, I'm glad that you've come around to it. Because I thought it was stupid when it happened. Like, because...
as most people did.
Because they were in the back, all standing, literally in a line, with their arms like this. Mm-hmm. And then, like, they would vote one way and be like, come on, dude, like, are you serious? Like, for reals? And they'd be like, we stand as a line. And we're like, what do you think this is, a movie? Or, like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean we stand as a line? Like, you think any things are cool or what?
Yeah.
But, I'm glad they all came to their senses.
No, some of them, not too much, but...
Well, as far as the we stand as a line part.
True.
That part they all acknowledge was them.
Some people stayed cringy from high school.
Yes.
Because there's still, like, people, like, that have, like, high school trauma. Like...
I don't know how you have that.
Yeah, like
this point.
just let it go. Like
I didn't have high school drama when I was in high school.
thankfully I
very
didn't
much
either.
was I wasn't even the one yelling World Star. I was the one watching the World Star video on Twitter.
Oh, but remember when it might have been your senior, my junior, my
Is
sophomore
that
year.
when World Star started?
Kind of, but it's because me and you were like walking to lunch. And,
Oh yeah,
and then
I remember it.
And then we heard like stuff happening, and then as we were coming back from our lunches,
Dude, a fight just broke out of nowhere.
Literally, all we hear is, "Goose!"
Dude,
And
it was
like that-
funny.
Yeah,
It was funny because like it happened in a split second.
yeah,
Right.
out of nowhere.
We were walking back to the band room, and I'm not gonna say their names because I know exactly who they
Yeah.
were.
Or just because
One dude had him like this
Mm-hmm.
up against the bush, and there was at least 3 solid punches. Bah, bah, bah. Right, and then like the other guy managed to push them away,
Mm-hmm.
and ahí se acabó. Right, but he had a black eye the next day.
Yeah.
But weirdly enough, none of the new nades or whatever, like none of the security guards, no one
just-
saw
it
it.
happened
It
fast.
just happened like that.
Yeah.
And I told this fool, I was like, "Hey man, come with, dude, to get some lunch." And he's like, "Nah, fool, nah, fool." And I was like, "Come on, dude, be a homie."
And the one time I went,
That shit happened, dude.
We came back and there was like,
dude, we saw lightning.
yeah, cause we were literally watching. We're just like,
Dude, we were here and the fight was just like
on the other
like
side.
behind Yuli.
Yeah, and we're just like,
We had front row seats to this
Yeah.
fight.
But I remember, so it was like an emo kid,
Yes.
and then the other guy, I forgot.
He was like
it
one
was?
of the popular guys.
Yeah.
So whatever.
So just think those two like
like
visuals.
the swaggy dudes.
Yeah, and then like an emo. Like,
And the
kid.
swaggy dude like just demolished the emo kid.
Yeah. And he was cool too, the emo kid, because he
Sweater,
was
yeah.
he was the boyfriend of.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. At the time, I don't know if they're like
Yes.
things still. Probably not.
We'll
Yeah,
tell you
so-
after because I don't
yeah.
want to put it on.
Yeah,
there.
we're not gonna put it out. But yeah.
You know what? Also, how did you feel about pep rallies?
I liked them. I liked them as like it was like the one time. Cause I liked them for the memes that would happen and like how cringy they were.
But
like-
so cringe.
But like it was still cool just because it was the one day we didn't have to go to class. Like we skipped like
The only
At least
one
a
that I can
period.
remember being dope was always the color rally.
yes. Those were
Color
cool.
rally was always legit. Everything else was cringe as cringe could be. Especially the one that comes to mind is the Candyland one. Where they did like a whole video at Puente Hills and I was just like, what are we watching?
Why are you bringing these memories
Why?
back to my head?
And this was the good like
See, I live to forget.
no, I'm gonna bring it all up.
Oh.
Because this is also when we had condom blimps.
Oh.
They still
People,
went through
and you know
ours.
it's funny, people would blow them up and start throwing them like a beach ball on the
They're in, like,
stands.
Dodger Stadium, and you're just like,
The security guard would come and pop it,
Mm-hmm.
right? We all go boo boo. He would walk down. By the time he got down,
There was
there
two
was
more.
another, there was 2 more.
yeah,
And then he's like, give it here. Pa, pa. He walked back down. There was more. And as soon as he popped them, there was more up. I hated pep rallies because it was hot as fuck.
yes.
The only time I liked it was when we performed because
We
we
go
were
out.
only there for what to perform and then we left.
Yes.
And that's it.
Later.
And then we still gotta like skip class. 'Cause we
Yes. We got to chill in the band room during the pep rally. But it was hot as hell in there. And I think the worst one was someone popped you remember those old school fart bombs or smoke or stink bombs?
those were awful.
Yes.
Right? Someone popped
Yes.
some, I don't know how many, but
There was
imagine that with heat.
There was one where a stink bomb was right next to us.
Oh, dude. It was, and you know what, man? Those are a throwback, dude. Like I haven't seen those shits in ages.
Well,
I gotta-
you're like a grown ass man now.
But I feel like little kids don't fuck with those.
Yeah, little kids are boring.
They don't fuck with the the stink bombs, the cigarettes that look like little blunts. I don't even know why they call them cigarettes. They're literally like little blunts.
Yeah, or like candy, right?
Or
But
like
then-
little joints. The fake guns with the pop with the bottle the caps.
Mm.
the little orange ones.
What else? What else did you get from the ice cream man? This was all ice cream.
Oh, do you remember the little? Oh yeah, the poppers.
the poppers? Yeah.
But do you remember they're like, it was a goo. But
It was
then
like
they came
the
with a little
Jello, the
straw.
Jello cigarettes.
But then, you will blow those blue.
I never knew what to do with them.
Oh wait,
You don't remember?
It was like this little goo,
Yeah.
and you had a straw,
and then you would have
and
to
you
like,
would put it there and go. You would blow it up into like a bubble,
yeah,
a slimy
and
bubble.
then they would like stay there. But then you would try to get it to like stay there, like close it, and then rip it from the original goo and just try to keep the bubble. And if you did, you were cool.
I never figured out how to do it, and even if I knew how to do it, I didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, it was just a thing.
I don't remember.
My favorite stink bombs were actually like little glass concentrated fart.
Yeah.
It wasn't the ones that you squeeze and
Pop.
they will
It blow up. Yeah.
dude. What's beautiful about those stink bombs, the ones that blew up, it literally felt like someone detonated a bomb because you ran for your life. You ran for your fucking life.
True.
Especially if someone had it and they started like throwing them around.
Get me out of here.
And because like it had like Alka-Seltzer or some shit, but it smelled like, because it would fizz out and there was like juice coming out of it. But one time I bought some stink bombs that came in this little glass vial. It was like 6 of them, right? But they had no opening.
You just gotta.
Yeah, you just gotta break them. But we got them and we're like, the fuck, what do we do with them? So we just like smashed them, and there was like a neighbor that we didn't like. So we smashed all of them, like right in his door, because he was a dickhead. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the aftermath, but I'm pretty sure it's one of them smelled rank. So to have all 6 of them, and we made sure like to sweep up the glass so you wouldn't tell there was anything there.
You have to do it fast, just
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
That was a great memory. That was good shit.
There's a lot of good. There's a lot of good memories from high school. A lot of cringe ones. A lot of.
Remember when, like, in pep rallies, they would like record people shuffling?
Yes. Should we end it on watching a shuffling video?
Shuffleando.
If we don't get copyrighted.
I mean, I guess with the songs, I'll take off the volume.
Anything party rock anthem, dude.
Shuffle.
You know what else was like
Not bottom.
a hype? My favorite first person shooter, Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, that was during that time.
Yeah. That was like, you can be the geekiest person, but if you play Modern Warfare 2, you like instantly connected.
Okay, but real quick. Okay, look, these were different types, right? So this was, I remember this type of shuffling.
Oh, this is hardstyle.
Yeah. Like this was actually like, what did I
That's
just?
some single. What the fuck? They had terminology for this shit?
There was like groups. There was clans. There was squads.
That quality. Can you put it a 1080, please? Or 4K?
You know what's funny? Back then, we thought this was like, bro, it looks so good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
These battles, and you had to just stand there.
Yeah.
The pants, though.
These
Like
guys
the
are
guy
doing
on the
kind of
left.
cringe.
Look at
though.
those, like, hard style pants.
All right, there you go. All right, what do you got? What do you got? The exact same moves you got,
Yeah. So this,
But with wider pants.
but with lighter pants.
see, this was before like the swag part,
Yeah,
because everyone dressed like that.
but
was like
here's what
2008.
I didn't get about these battles is that it was literally like the same 4 moves.
True.
So what really
It was cool.
what made the battles any competitive?
True. But then there was like these kinds.
God, dude.
Oh, when everyone made their crews. The LBC. Low brass crew. Represent.
Hey, it was with the K.
It was with the K, dude. LBK.
Oh, that's right.
LBK.
LBK.
Respect the culture.
Don't disrespect.
Respect the. You know what? I'm gonna get a Long Beach hat just for that. Just for the memory.
Dang, but all the girls were like straightening their hairs with the bangs,
Rar.
or then they would have just the front bang. What's it called? The front bang dyed.
What?
Ooh.
Oh!
She snuck in like 20 steps right there.
She traveled, dude.
Dude, she busted what Chris one time did when he tripped. Chris tripped and he's like, "Oh, I tripped on my dick." She busted one of those.
Okay, these guys are kind of trash.
What are you talking about?
Wait, we gotta see the retort.
See, I don't know why I picture Inténtalo. I'm hearing Inténtalo in my head. Right there, in that part, in those parts. Yeah.
Look at here. This kid right here. What do you see right there coming out?
Kevin Wynn next to him?
No, this guy right here. What do you see on the back of his head coming out?
A rat tail.
He has a rat tail.
Oof.
The rat tail. Do you remember you had one and you got cut?
Right. Look at this guy right here, and he like turns at one point.
Ooh, that was the move of dominance, dude.
Oof.
That was the you listen to me, I'm the captain now move right there. Oh, dude, these transitions. Let me do the exact same move and spell my name with a K.
With skinnier jeans.
With my hood on. Hey, but he does more of he has a more this kind of vibe. You see it?
Ooh.
Okay, that was kind of cool. Well, he's like, oh yeah.
Oh, he has a vest. I just realized. Dude, those pants. What are those pants called?
Jorts.
They're not jorts.
They're just cut jeans.
But they had a name, no? Like capris or some shit.
No, capris are the ones that like
cargo,
go up to your calves.
But this had a name, didn't it?
I don't think so.
What is that move?
But it was I don't remember those being jorts or anything.
Jeggings. Shants.
Because jorts is like what John Cena wears.
Shants.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like
Shants. Shants.
Oh!
Look at this.
Oh!
He said, "Fuck your mama."
Oh! Dude.
If he had a hat right there, it's over.
Oh! Wait a minute.
Dude, he decapitated him. He punched him, dude. He said, "Fuck your mama."
And fuck your ancestors.
Dude, he said all of that in those. Oh!
And then touch him once.
Let's see the reply.
Damn, dude, that was a 10 out of 10, dude.
Levanta los pantalones.
Dude, that's where you get the swag from, dude. When your pants are ankle high. I don't know, dude. I like how you have to be like right up in their faces too.
It's like a rap battle, dude.
You know what's funny? It's like, what do you think the parents thought when they were seeing their kids practice this in the backyard?
Oh, here we go.
Ve lo que está haciendo tu chamaco. Right? I can hear it already.
You saw the hat move? The hat spun with him.
Dude, the flare in the hands, dude. Oh, the rookies.
Rookies KBC. Oh, when everyone wore the Batman capes? Oh, wait, that's not who he is. I thought he had a cape.
Oh, dude, he has the Brad backpack. Oh, he dapped him up. Oh! He looks like he's skanking.
Yeah, this one looks kind of funky. Dude, he just did a kickflip. Ahora sí, ya se armó. Oh, shit. I don't know why that dance was...
Dude,
or that
he did a kickflip, dude.
You know what my favorite part of this is that they got a whole setup going on. They got the lona for the tournament.
Dude, he busted like a slam dunk contest and he had like a prop for it.
Cardigans. Cardigans were big back then too.
Oh, yo.
See, these guys are like kind of funny with it. They like...
Wait, so you're telling me someone rented out like that lona on top to set up these battles?
They might have.
Dude, there's like a doña somewhere like selling tickets to watch this shit.
And then those guys with like the swords and the light things like come outside and like try to sell you the stuff.
Precio barato, precio barato.
Oh.
God, dude, those I can feel my I I can feel the lack of blood flowing.
Oh, see, he has a Batman
those how skinny those jeans are.
I can't believe I used to wear jeans that tight with my fat ass.
Oh, dude, I can feel the circulation cutting off my body just looking at him.
Oh, dude, how did he not twist his ankle right there?
That's because he ain't Yuli.
True.
Ooh,
smooth.
See, like, I feel like this shit is standard. You got to throw in like a little flair every once in a while, and that's what makes the performance. Because ultimately, all they're doing is the same shit.
He's like, allow me to retort.
I will reply to you thusly. What? You like my necklace? Yeah. A little heavy.
MJ.
You want a little Shimona? Come on, dude, give us something.
Jesse, little eye.
I do. Or better yet, I don't like that the fact that there's the subtitles are the same color as the background. Makes it a little difficult to read.
Hey, that's your problem.
There's a video that I used to watch religiously back in the day.
Oh, is this where you learn how like the moves? You like studied this? Like if you did a montage, you would have Eye of the Tiger playing in the background.
Because there was jerking, right? But then there was there was shuffling, but then people were also jerking.
Is this Dougie? Dougie
yeah,
was also around this?
And then people Dougie with it. But it was like
that song
LA
too.
versus Bay.
You're
a jerk. Yeah. There we
LA
go.
versus Bay. What is this? Oh, dude, I don't know. Young 5 a.m. Oh,
I thought I said Young Sam.
Oh fuck!
Yeah. Okay, boomer.
What if it was like Young 3 a.m. to shout out to our homie?
Ooh.
Yes, but let me put you when they start like actually battling.
Wait. Who? What high school gym is this? Was this the community rec center when like the rec team is just trying to play a basketball game and they're like, we reserved it for our battles.
Yeah, but then it's this white boy right here that like always he was just cringy.
I mean, his attire look.
Yeah.
See, now this is next level.
Yeah. Okay, really quick. I'm gonna just put it so you guys could hear the audio, cause it's better with the song.
Are we gonna get copyright claim?
No, I mean they're using like songs they didn't get copyrighted for.
What if they made it? What if Jerkstar.com? I don't like the name of that. Jerkstar.com?
Can you guys hear that? Yeah.
I can hear
Anything
it.
for a little fame, but she about money, and I'm the same. Got a young girl, fucking doing what she can. Yeah.
This is next level though.
This is like breakdancing, basically.
Yeah. I just want to show you the white guy who was like cringe, but he thought he was hot. So.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, I used to watch this video like a lot when I was small for some reason. But there's another angle, which is like...
This feels like a very Yuli thing to watch.
I don't know why, because I like...
Did he do it on his head?
Wait, go back real quick. Wait, before you exit out, go back real quick. What the fuck is he doing? Wait.
I think he like...
Yeah.
Oh my...
Dude, handless.
Holy shit.
Wait, look. What in the name of exorcism is going on here, dude?
Yo, the double jointedness is strong in this.
Oh, Jesus. Dude, I don't think he has any joints.
Yeah, but just keep looking at the white guy. Like, where you think they will clap, he's like so off beat, but there's a part where he goes in.
Oh!
Like, bro.
Oh! Was there? What was the system for this?
There's two squads, right? So the Bay versus LA.
Uh-huh.
And they would just battle. Send one person at a time. You get your guy. Coop. They battle out. Next
But
person.
like, okay, so did you end the routine or did someone say, "Time"?
Yeah, there is like this guy over here. Like one of these guys would be like, "All right, cool, next person." So these were the chicks. Like some of them were like they choreographed like some stuff, right?
As cringy as this may be, this had to be a hype thing to be a part of, right?
Yeah.
True. But like jerking, I like more than like shuffling, just because they're like actual like still dancing, like they're still like doing
Jerk feels like it's a move within a set.
Yes,
Shuffling feels like
that's the whole thing you do.
yes,
you gotta,
that's all you got. You have a couple variations.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even have to do anything crazy. Just the fact that it's not shuffling makes it cool.
yeah.
Literally, there's a dude who just jumped up and it was hype.
I don't know why I used to watch these videos like a lot.
Is it secretly like you
Just
wanted to be in part of this? Like,
Well,
would
not
you-
part of it, just because I like dances, so like dancers and dancing and like
Oh,
I
so
used to
you
watch
mu-
like
you-
ABDC. Like
I was gonna
American-
say you must have been a huge Jabberwockies fan.
I'm the most Jabberwockies.
I saw them live once at
Really?
Universal Studios.
I remember. Didn't you want to go?
I wanted to during yes, and you guys didn't want to. Even during Vegas, they have their show. I'm down to go.
Those guys are actually cool.
Yeah,
My question is, how many have been replaced from the original? Like
for sure.
AB. What is it, ABDC?
yeah.
Probably a bunch.
I
I
think
know
there's any
some.
founding members.
Yes, because one of the main guys, he also choreographed Bruno Mars. So what you saw like at the Super Bowl or a lot of from his last album, all the dances, like he's in the videos too.
Oh, okay.
So he's like that's what he's doing as his side hustle from the Jabberwockies. But yeah, from what I know, there's a lot of still the core members, but then there's still like because there's time where they bring out like 40 of them, but the original only had like 12 or like 6.
Fuck,
But yeah,
was
then
that
I
many?
remember these girls. They're like the cuates, whatever.
The quats.
The
quaddies.
twinsies.
The cameraman right there getting them angles.
Yeah, but
Look at
Yeah,
that.
the
Ooh.
dominance.
Ooh.
they're just like really ratchet and like
It has a very like skater type of vibe the way he's recording it.
Mm.
Right, because like when they would film skate videos, they'd always film from an angle of dominance.
like he's not even looking. Like how do you know it's on them?
'Cause he's
He never
pointing
is
it.
once looking at the camera.
Bro, he is the camera. He knows exactly what he's looking at. I see he's like, let me check the aperture. Let me check the white balance.
Hell no. He had that, he had that motherfucking auto.
He's like, let me change out the lens real quick.
Because like these guys are like actually b-boying and breaking and stuff like that. Like some of them can actually dance. Oh, she lost a shoe.
She lost a shoe. Man down, man down.
Shoe down, shoe down.
I remember that move. I
It was
remember
like
that
the
move.
letter rain, the chicken noodle soup.
Is that what it was?
Uy, uy, se cayó.
No, dude, that was part of the routine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
my bad.
Oh, the Bernie!
Bernie! That was a sick dance. That's one like I want people to bring back. The
Dude, I fuck with the Bernie.
Bernie. And then there's like her digging. There's one when the boys do it, but it's just that white boy is so
The
cringe.
boys.
That white boy was so cringe, and then we could end it on that. Is this it?
Can we end it on a memory of yours?
Of mine?
Yeah, it's a good one though. It's not a humiliating
Of
one.
what I did
Yeah.
or what happened?
Okay.
Okay, fine.
The moment me and Carrillo bonded with you, where we were like,
Wait, no,
oh, we
wait,
can
shit.
fuck with this dude.
Wait, what's
Oh, what was it? What's the
Oh,
guy?
I
who's
think
like,
I think I know
fucks
this.
with you.
I think I know this. I
It
think you've
was
told me this.
we were playing Modern Warfare 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. What.
Because me and Carrillo started getting into it.
Mhm.
I had been playing for a bit. And you told us that you had a PS3, and we're like, dude, I was like, what?
Mhm.
And we didn't realize Yuli spent, as soon as he got home, he went straight online. My Little Pony.
I still have it as my name.
my little pony. Murder burner. And right, and we all had the headsets, and you can hear this fool. Me and girl like, wait, who the fuck said that? Then we look at like because you would mute the people you didn't want to listen to, and we're like, wait, Yuli, was that you? Yeah. And just another. That's when we were like, okay, we could fuck with this dude. The juxtaposition is what made us laugh, because you'd be like, God, fool, because his voice was higher
back then.
But whenever you said, it's like a 50-year-old just took over the mic.
I will kill someone and I'll be like,
Yeah. Your voice, weirdly enough, I think it was lower back then than it is now.
I remember those like Modern Warfare 2 sessions on what was the map?
Rust?
No.
Favela.
No. The one that had the trains. They had the trains.
Derail.
They had two warehouses at the end.
Derail.
Where we would look up and just run like that with the gun pointed up. I don't know.
Is snowy and then like
so it was
the trains would derail. There's like a divot. And then there was another warehouse all the way at the end.
It was like warehouse, and then there was something else on this side.
Oh, high rise? The one you're like on a skyscraper?
No,
it
was like a warehouse type of thing. But yeah,
I was gonna kill me now.
But anyway,
I know what it is. All right.
But like when we used to run, just looking up, sprinting,
it looked best if you had the dual shotguns.
Yes.
I forgot what they're called.
Or the tactical knife and the pistol.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking
Afghan. No, Afghan.
Check out D-Rail.
Rundown.
It might be D-Rail.
Oh, that's the one we kept saying.
Okay, fuck like.
No.
Okay.
No.
But
wait, go. Cratchy.
Did you look up like?
Just go on the maps.
That's Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Afghan derail.
I'm thinking of the one with the airplane parts. Where is it?
Quarry.
This one's scrapyard.
Rundown.
Was it scrapyard?
Scrapyard.
Yeah, that's the airplane one. The airplane.
Yeah. Wait.
I hated that.
Go
one.
down. Oh man.
Sub base.
Oh bro.
Subbase was one like that. Never really like a lot of people played it, and then when they would come in, it was a good map. I liked it a lot. I love this one.
Underpass.
Wasteland was cool.
Damn.
Wasteland was like, you had to be in the middle of the map.
Mm-hmm.
If you camped on the edges of the map, you were a bitch.
Yeah.
Because all the fun was in those underground tunnels right in the middle of the map, and that's where shit happened.
And then the noob tubers that would sit on the corners
Mm-hmm.
of the map and just shoot them right in the middle.
And that's what you would, if you had a sentry gun, you would set it up in there in one of the corners.
Like this Wasteland, I associated with boosting, because I remember specifically a memory where like I was helping a kid like boost. So you know how you had the tactical insurgents? So I was like, okay, we will go on to opposite teams, and then you just keep killing me, and I'll keep responding, and like to boost to level up.
Wow.
Yeah, I was one of those. Sorry. But Underpass, I associate with the because I remember we were playing this specific map when you and Korea
Terminal was a banger.
That's where I got my one and only nuke.
Yeah.
I never got a nuke.
I got my nuke in scroll up. My first nuke. Keep going. My first nuke was on. Keep going.
Invasion.
Estate.
That's a good map too.
Estate.
That was one of my first nukes. Actually, my very first nuke.
I hit my trick shot on Afghan.
Afghan was like noob tube central.
Yes.
Because the moment you walk to that fucking plane, you might as well have just killed yourself.
But also Estate, because where's Estate?
Up.
But also Estate, because if you spawn on this side, there's like a under part where you go in. If you line it up with the wires, the nuke tube, like right when you spawn, it will kill like the whole team.
I saw a dude get a nuke in like 30 seconds on terminal because he knew the spawns.
See, people were expecting like, why do you figure out?
No, people are still dicks.
Yeah. My favorite, well, one of my favorites, I think I always had good matches on was a Skid Row.
That map was cool.
That one.
Oh yes.
Mainly because you had the right in the middle. You could drop down.
Yes.
On one of the rooms. So someone like, I think if you play domination, I think a flag is somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm.
So you, even if you couldn't be safe, because you can be hit from either the front, the back, or from the top. So that flag was
That's
always
how
scary.
like Rust was too.
The Rust
They
is
brought
where you
back
settle.
Rust on.
Rust is where you settle your differences.
Yes.
If you beef it with someone, you settle it in Rust.
Dude, me and Carrillo, we always used to play Rust, and I used to always like
Oh, I slaughtered that dude.
wreck him.
He would have like a light machine gun, and I told him, bro, all I'm gonna have is a magnum and a tactical knife,
Yep.
and I'm gonna beat you. And he was like, nah, fool, I got this big ass gun, I'm gonna take you out. I would climb all the way to the top, see him like, right? I would jump off and go, "Ah!" and then run all the way back up. And he's like, where are you? Where are you? I do it again. Or do a throwing knife. Throwing knife kills are my favorite,
Yeah.
especially if you got them as a game winning kill.
Yeah.
The satisfaction. One time we were, me and this dude were in Skid Row, and we're literally just like running in circles. Each of us trying to get the final kill with the throwing knife, but because we were in a close quarter, we were to pick it up right away. So we just kept going in circles until I got him. But even in the game-winning kill, you can see us running around in circles, just throwing knives.
Yeah.
That was us with Terminal, where we will play Jason, where one person's like Jason chasing people with the knife, and we all have to hide. But since you were like able to like climb on top, there was like a certain way where you jump, you could get on top of the airplane. But you basically have to hide in the map, and then you got to run from Jason. But dude, that was
cool.
those
That's
were
a
fun
cool
times.
concept.
Something I enjoyed a lot in Modern Warfare 2 was only using knives for kills, and I actually got only one nuke, knife only, and it was a glorious. And the guy that got me doing that was only use me blade. You guys remember that guy? He was just
Dang, what a throw, man!
straight knifer, dude. And that when I found him out, I was like, wait, you can do this? Like, it's a viable tactic of just like stabbing people. And ever since I found you only use me blade, that's all I ever did.
Dude, like, the thing with Modern Warfare 2 was the AC-130 was the scariest shit ever.
Oh dang, he still plays on these streams and stuff.
Nice.
What is he?
Good for him.
Dang, he still. Oh wait. Yeah, he's streaming right now.
Oh,
Really? Is he only
yeah,
using
dude.
those?
The AC-130s.
Blade IRL? Wait. Oh, probably him. IRL.
Yeah,
I thought he's
like IRL
I thought he's
stream.
running IRL with a knife. What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
AC-130s were the scariest thing. You immediately ran to the close. No, but they would yell it.
Oh, have you ever?
Yeah. And as soon as he finished saying AC-130 above, pah! And it was always the worst.
And there was a rap.
Right? And then you'd hear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's the big one.
Dude, but it was the worst thing when you were running into a warehouse and you just got demolished by that first
Right as
missile.
you were gonna go in.
But even too, they would get it like through the door. It just had a big splash radius. But like, it would still kill you.
But you would fly, dude.
Yes.
Sometimes I would jump because if I thought it was me, I would jump and I just go flying, dude.
I think for me the most satisfying one was using the chopper.
Did you have to
The
like,
chopper
control it?
gunner.
Yeah, chopper gunner.
Oh no, it was Modern. No, it was Black Ops where you can have the
on Black
gunship.
Ops. Mhm.
But I heard the gunship was whack.
Yeah.
Like you were better off getting the dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs were another thing.
Yeah, there's another-
Dude, I felt bad killing the dogs when I first
Hell
encountered
no,
them.
fuck them.
Dude, I felt
them
like I was
out.
like, because you can kind of hear when you. I was like, oh, dude, I feel gotcha, and then one would kill me, and I was like, okay, I don't feel gotcha no more.
Yeah. Fuck them dogs. Fuck them kids.
But they're still scary when you see dogs incoming. You're like, oh fuck.
Mhm. They should bring it back. They brought Rust back for this new COD update. It's the exact same map. It's just it doesn't feel the same. just because it's so the gameplay right now is so like annoying. Like it's Claymore, bouncing Betties, like
Bouncing Betties.
I hated Claymores. Because in Modern Warfare 2, it was you could get Scavenger,
yes,
put a Claymore, that person would die, you'd go and pick up the Scavenger thing, but you'd get another Claymore.
Mm.
And I remember one dude, you remember the map Overgrown?
Mm.
It was like a building you could go up.
Yeah.
He would set a Claymore right at the top of the stairs. Blow up. With Scavenger, go. Get it, come back, set it up again.
Or even on Favela too.
Oh,
You would just
Favela was
camp
another
right
one.
there. That's where that video of Chris Move. That's like where I started watching him a lot. It's because of that video when he
That's
like
when
gets
Chris Move used to play fucking COD.
The Black Ops that I was an absolute beast at was Black Ops 2.
That was a good.
I never
on,
played
on
it.
the Nuketown remake.
Yes, Nuketown's another good.
With the LMS, the LMS and that square scope that targeted where the people were at.
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite scope. I used to like go like 30-1, 40-1 in that map.
Oof.
And it was so fun. Black Ops 2 was the shit. And zombies, I feel like unpopular, like maybe like unpopular opinion, but for me, the most fun zombies were Black Ops 2.
I like Black Ops 3 just because they brought like all the maps.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Ops 3 had the new maps, but then all the banger old maps. But then Black Ops 2 they had the ones with was it Black Ops 1? No, it's Black Ops 2 because that's when they brought the George. Like the director one when they're like
no, that's Black Ops 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's
That
Call of
was
the Dead.
Yeah.
Fuck.
When he chases you, and then if you shoot him, you gotta throw him in the water to calm him down.
Yeah. That was Black Ops 1. See, Black
And
Ops 1.
then you had people in your lobby who would shoot him just for no reason,
Yeah.
and then you would die because you didn't realize he was near you.
But then like they had
And then
the
you
good
had a
maps.
ray gun.
Ray gun.
When you died and you had a ray gun,
Like, bro, revive me. I have a ray
it
gun.
was the most. It was
Yeah.
the most heartbreaking thing
Yes.
when you died with a ray gun,
Oh, breaks
and
my
then you
soul.
come back with a shitty pistol. But if you pack a punch, it'd be dope.
True. Fuck. All these good memories. It's always good to relive.
Yeah, it's good to reminisce and think about the good old days.
And then we could learn from what we did back in the day.
We could, but we won't.
We just laugh
Part
about
of the
it.
it's part of the experience.
We just laugh about it. I think we should probably end it on this good old times on a high note.
Yeah.
Black Ops, Call of Duty. COD's a good franchise. Unless it's bad.
It was.
But when it's bad, it's bad. But when it's good, it's good.
That was because when we played, that was like, I feel like that was peak season.
Yes.
COD.
Yeah.
Because you still had like Machinima Respawn, right? Like there was a whole Machinima is a fucking like trip.
It's gone.
It's not.
But it's not the thing in the same.
No,
anymore,
like
is it?
they deleted the whole
Oh yeah,
channel.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right? And like say like G4. Remember that shit?
Ooh yeah.
That shit's gone. It eventually just played like cops. It's funny, like, because right now, what is it? Rooster Teeth?
I mean, they don't. Now they're making like animes.
Right? Like, I feel like those gaming companies, like, very much have a lifespan. Like, Rooster Teeth in a couple years is going to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be replaced by something else.
I mean,
There's like Machinima. I was watching some old Machinima Respawn. They had like full offices and shit. Like it was a legit like corporate like fucking thing.
The one that's like kept up was IGN. Like they're still like
yeah,
out there.
but you can,
Kinda.
They don't make the same videos, but like
you can debate with.
well, because they're video games, but now they're kind of doing like all entertainment because they do movies and they do like other music topics and stuff like that.
Because I remember like seeing some of the old Machinima stuff. I'm like, dude, like I didn't realize how many of the YouTubers that I used to watch all worked in one spot. They were all there. And you see some of those old ones and you see like different YouTubers that you didn't think were related all just interacting with each other in one video. And you're like, what the fuck, dude? This was an institution.
Fuck, dude. Well, if you want to see us on collab with Machinima,
We'll get it sponsored.
Make sure to comment and make sure to subscribe to our channel and give this video a big thumbs up. No thumbs down, so unless you want to give it, then I'll come and find you and cancel your channel.
Oof.
What if they don't have a channel?
I'll come to your house. Dun, dun, dun. Make sure to follow all of our socials at got bttd. Follow our
Follow
individuals.
his social media will be right here.
Still not putting there.
No, it's still there.
Be in the description below. Make sure to watch our other videos we have in our channel. We have some banger videos. Watch all of our music videos. Watch all of our skits. More music video and skits and podcasts coming in the future. Make sure to stay tuned.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, right? Yeah. You said podcasts.
We're cool cats.
Mm.
And then see, I can.
Okay, we're as good as the Cats movie.
Oh boy.
Oh, I just got that. All right, peace.